Hello students, welcome back to our class, that is population interactions. We are studying about competition, one type of interaction where both the species are affected. That is, the relationship is detrimental to both of them. So here we see another phenomena, that is competitive release. So in competitive release, we see that when superior species and weak species are together, are competing for limited resources, then what happens? The superior species will eliminate the inferior ones. And here we can see Connell's field experiment, where he studied that in the seacoast of Scotland there were two types of barnacles. So Balanus is larger one and Cathamalus is the smaller one. This is Balanus. This is Balanus, which is a barnacle, and this is Cathamalus. So these are larger ones, superior ones, and these are the smaller ones. So these two were there in the seacoast of Scotland. When both of them are there, these Balanus dominated Cathamalus. And ultimately what happened? The number of these Balanus increased and these ones, that is Cathamalus, decreased. But in field experiment, what they did is they removed Balanus, which is the superior ones. So when superior organisms are removed or released, what happens? The inferior ones increased. So this shows that there is influence of superior organisms in a relationship, and when they are removed, the inferior organisms or the weaker organisms are released from the competition, which is called as competitive release, which was given by Connell. Experiments were done by Connell in the seacoast of Scotland. In the previous class, we have studied competitive exclusion. When two organisms are in competition, the superior ones increase and the weak ones decrease in number. And here we see competitive release when superior ones are removed, taken off from that area, the inferior or the weaker organisms increases in number, which is called as competitive release. So this also occurs sometime. And next one is coexistence. So when organisms are living together, it is called as coexistence. Competition is there. It does not mean always the competing organisms kill the other one, but sometimes there is coexistence. So always the species try to coexist even though there is competition. So coexistence is there. Species facing competition evolve mechanisms to promote coexistence, and which is called as resource partitioning. It is resource partitioning. So when competition is there, species undergo resource partitioning. That means they distribute the resources to coexist. So for this phenomena, there were experiments conducted by Mark Arthur, which is called Mark Arthur experiment. And here you can see warblers or birds foraging at different places of the tree. So different foraging activities of different species of birds made them coexist successfully. So competition also helps in coexistence by resource partitioning. It results in coexistence by what? By resource partitioning. So when there is competition, it may result in coexistence. Through what? Through resource partitioning. That means the organisms show different activities, foraging activities, to feed on the resources available. And then we'll continue in the next class.